Hey guys, Jen here with Knewton SAT, and it is time for another SAT challenge question. We've got a math question for you today, and it is a tough one. This is the type of question that you'd see at the very end of an SAT math section. So let's jump right in and see what we've got. If A and B are positive, and 4a to the fourth times b to the negative 1 equals 80a squared, what is a to the negative 2 in terms of b? Now, whoa, the first thing I notice about this question is that it has these weird negative exponents, right? I've got b to the negative 1, I've got a to the negative 2. How do I deal with those? What do I do with them? And that's part of what this question is testing. You have to know how to deal with negative exponents in order to get this question right. So, what can we do with negative exponents? If I have b to the negative 1, that's the same as saying 1 over b to the positive 1, okay? So the rule with negative exponents is that if you have b to the negative x, you put a 1 in the numerator, you drop the variable into the denominator, and you make the exponent positive, okay? So b to the negative x equals 1 over b to the positive x. So keep that in mind as we work our way through this problem, because it's going to come in handy. So now let's attack this equation that we've got here and see if we can simplify it a little bit. So 4a to the fourth b to the negative 1 equals 80a squared. Now, whenever I'm dealing with simplifying an equation, I want to see if there are like terms that I can pull out, that I can deal with. So what do I see that the sides of the equations have in common? Well, I've got this 4, I've got this 80. I know that's going to go into each other evenly. I've got these a's on both sides. So let's see if I can get rid of some of this junk. So what if I divide each side by 4a to the fourth? What's going to happen? Well, on this side, on the left side of the equation, it's going to help me a lot, right? Because they're just going to cancel out. So I'm left with b to the negative 1 now on the left side. Now what happens on the right side? Well, 80 divided by 4 is just 20. And then what do I do with these a's? So there's a rule when you divide exponents. When you divide exponents, you can subtract the powers, okay? So exponents with the same base here, they both got a base of a, I can just subtract the powers. So I can take the power in the numerator minus the power in the denominator, which gives me negative 2. So a squared divided by a to the fourth is a to the negative 2. And why is that important? Why does that help me? Why does a to the negative 2 look familiar? Because it's the thing you're trying to find, right? Remember, you always want to go back to the question. Make sure you know what you're looking for. Make sure you know what you're trying to find. And in this case, we're trying to find a to the negative 2. And here it is. It's just got that pesky 20 next to it right now. So how can we get rid of that 20? We can just divide by both sides. So now we have, I'll give myself some more room to write here. If we divide by both sides, we get b to the negative 1 over 20 equals a to the negative 2. Well, I don't see b to the negative 1 over 20 in any of my answer choices, so I know there's got to be at least one more step. And this is where your knowledge of negative exponents comes in. This is where you have to know that b to the negative 1 is the same thing as 1 over b. So let's switch that around now. I put a 1 in the numerator. I've already got a 20 in the denominator. And joining that 20 is going to be the b to the positive 1, which is just b. So now I've got 1 over 20b equals a to the negative 2. Is that one of my answer choices? Yes, it is. It's answer choice B, okay? So this looks like a complicated problem. It is a complicated problem, but once you know what to do with those negative exponents, it's really just simple algebra, okay? So thanks so much for trying this tough math challenge question, and I hope to see you in class soon. Thanks.